Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing another Bluey theory. And today's topic, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Bluey's cousins, Muffin and Socks. Because I'm going to be telling you guys about something to do, I'm start off with Muffin first, and then Socks, about the episodes, something about their behavior and stuff, and even about their parents, Stripe and Trixie, that I will tell you guys in at the end. And it's something about the question is, are they going to get divorced, or even they're going to have to find a way to fix their relationship and the parenting of their children? So let's get to it. So let's start off with Muffin. And she is like 3 years old, and she is gray like her mother. And you guys have seen some of these episodes, but about her, because I will check that. And one of the most things that really bothers me about it is just Muffin always be very calm and very good, but sometimes there's a lot about her. She goes out of control because she has a tantrum and she's so spoiled, and even she's not playing like how her cousins are. Just like for these episodes, for example, one episode was called Muffin Cone, because she has a bad habit and she goes crazy. And even where Bluey and Bingo help her out with her habits, where she always sucks her thumb and she has to wear a cone if she does that. And even sometimes they had troubles trying to play different games, but then the one game they did, they decided to use the cone as a flower or even a ballet dancer. So it is very crazy. So everybody really wants to do that. And even there's this other episode about where Muffin doesn't want to do this and she wants to get, just like this episode called Charades, where while Bluey, Bingo, and Muffin and Socks decide to spend the day with their Nana, that is Bandit and Stripes' mother, and they decided they had a good one. And then where Bluey and Bingo shows them how to play charades, where you pick a card and you can't talk and you had to make some good moving and stuff. And then they learned about one thing that Muffin wanted to get was the ballerina card, and then she doesn't want to get a frog, she wants a ballerina, but you have to play the game. That's one thing that really bothers me. She doesn't want to do what it is, how the charades is, and she wants to get what her cousin gets. But that's not how the game works. Everybody has to play the game fairly. And even at the end, she started to understand how she started to do the ballerina, like the charades, but it's still not a good game. And even another part was the episode called Library, where she's not playing fairly like her cousins when they were trying to play Library. She can't even is trying to be, the one thing is how librarians are, is to keep quiet and get what kind of book, instead of being so loud, being chaotic. That's one thing I really don't like that episode so far. I mean, they say that she's special, but she's not. She's very spoiled. Even about in Pizza Girl, that's where Muffin and Socks came to have a little barbecue with her cousins, and then she has this big car, and then one thing, she didn't even say sorry, she just say, did my car scratch yours? And even where Stripe gave her the car, because the only thing is it was so expensive, because that's not very good. Parents are not supposed to give them anything new and expensive. And even she goes out of control in one episode. Well, there were two episodes. One was called Sleepover, about where Muffin skipped her sleep when she gets excited for the sleepover. Even there's a lot of people were saying why she skips sleep. I mean, she did it by a purpose, or if you guys ever seen the mini episode about where Stripe put Muffin into doing some unboxing videos, maybe something to do with putting her as a child star on the internet. That's not very good. Parents are not supposed to do that. Or even she just skips to sleep. And even finally, the one episode was called Facey Talk. It's the version of FaceTime. It's where Muffin does not want to share with her sister on the tablet while she's FaceTiming with her sister, with her cousins, and then she goes really rampage. And if you mess around with it, you'll get into consequences. And even she accidentally threw her father's phone all the way up and down to the pool, and it destroyed, and she got a timeout. But there's a lot of discipline that everybody has to learn in the punishment. Well, people always say, will Muffin change, or she's going to be the same or different in the future? Now the next one is Socks. Now Socks has like the same purple coat like her father. Now most of you don't know, like during the first and even half part of the second season, she acts like a dog. Like everyone always sees, like she always crawl and everything. But truly, she's only like 1 year old from the beginning. And even like on the other half of the second season and third season, she started to walk normally, and even she always learned potty training. And she's like 2 years old right now. But people will always understand like what's wrong with Socks. Well, she kind of looked childish in the beginning in the first season, but she has this autism, and people have to understand autism is not a disability, it's a different ability. And just because they have autism doesn't mean they're less intelligent. That's how it is. And even like I've only seen two of Socks. One was like Bumpy and the Weiss wound, about like where when Bingo was in the hospital, they decided to make a story, and then like where Socks is still acting like a dog, and then she bites Bandit, and then she goes out of control. And even sometimes she always walk around like a dog and everything. She always goes crazy. And even in the episode called Horsey Ride, while Bluey's mom and Muffin's mom goes hockey, Bandit and Stripe decide to have some fun, and then Bluey left her plushie out in the front. She was supposed to leave it in her room because Muffin always takes the toy. She goes really crazy, and even they're trying to find a way to get her attention, and that's how like where Muffin decided to make her dad and uncle play horses and play around, and after that, Bluey finally got her toy back, and then Socks is back into the playedness. But everybody always say, what is the future for Socks? I mean, maybe she would be good as like her father with good experience, or maybe she would be good with anything. We'll find out. And now finally, people will still ask, do you think Stripes and Trixie will get a divorce because of like they're not doing their parenting correctly, or even something to do that they made a bad decision of like raising their kids, or even they had some type of troubles communicating when it comes to parenting. I mean, just like I've seen in one part, if you guys see this part, like where in the episode is called The Sign, this is like where Stripe and Trixie were fighting. Either they were talking about like their plans ruined from the wedding, or something to do about like what's going on with the kids, and even it's either they had some troubles with finances and stuff. So we'll think about it. So there you have you guys, Muffin and Socks, Bluey's cousins. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you miss any videos, click on the notification bell and give me a thumbs up if you love this video. You can comment down below if you guys see some new videos. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.